Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Illini, Memorial Stadium in Champaign, Illinois. As we'll see, the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Illinois Fighting Illini. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. The Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Illinois Fighting Illini offense will have the ball first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game was the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was...
Intercepted in the first drive, in for the pick.
Well, statistically, this defense is not one of the better units against the pass. They're trying to change that here today. What a great job tracking the ball down, making a play on it, stabbing it out of the air for a big interception early. That should be massive for their confidence.
Great place to start for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. It's complete. And he will score! Touchdown, Wolverines! Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. Making side adjustments here. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Illinois right back to the line. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Trying to escape and get it himself. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down, and it'll be 4th. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Leaves it with the running back. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Rides the back and leaves it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Works the middle. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. And the Wolverines decide to punt it away. First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. That's reeled in. It's Yates. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. From the gun, running back gets to give. Breaks into the open. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Got a man, it's Griffin. And he's dragged down. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On the ground, going for the first down with the give to the tight end. They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. The kick is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it. And I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
He'll pull it on the read. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Makes the grab on the left. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field goal, but it's 3rd and goal. Looking to get it in. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to surge it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Illinois!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. It's complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Trying play action. Shoots it to the left. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket breaking down. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Punt is on its way. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on him. The Illinois offense returns to the field. They evened things up the last time they had it, and the defense helped them out and turning it on. Oh, he got loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Illinois lining up quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He wants it all. And that one is picked off in the end zone.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. He lost one down the sideline. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Kick is in the air. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller. That's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Makes the catch. It's Griffin. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? The offense in hurry-up mode. Back to pass on 2nd down. Rush is on him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That's caught. It's Yates. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. One final play before the end of the quarter. The give to the back. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. play action. Fires left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Bringing the heat. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They kick it away on 4th down. Take the return out of the equation in this rainy weather. Fair catches, single 4 and made. The Illinois offense returns to the field. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And I tell you what, all this spread offense, man, it's really accentuated receivers in so many different shapes and sizes. But this guy, they're going to find him. They're going to find him early. They're going to find him often. He's made so many plays throughout the season and really been the feature of this offense. And this dude has worked his way. He might get a trip to New York as a wide receiver. That is not normal, and neither is this dude.
Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. He'll keep it himself. Fighting for the goal line, and the ball's out. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. Power ahead. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, fighting Illini.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to add another.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown. And stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. Tosses it incomplete.
Just didn't seem like the quarterback and his intended target were on the same page there.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Fair catch is called for. You want to make sure that you field it cleanly in rainy weather like this. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield. Pick up 10 and the 1st down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Illinois right back to the line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Got enough for the 1st, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
There he goes. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. So close to that end zone, he can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. He'll try to get it in with the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. Gets rid of it. Touchdown, Illini! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out, start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is on top, but it's not like Troy Aikman or Gary Beeman are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by a field goal over USC. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have Big Ten fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lets it fly. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Here comes the Illini offense back onto the field. This offense is so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Illinois lining up quickly. On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Caught over the middle. It's Yates. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. You say, why not throw it beyond the sticks? Sometimes you just need to give the punt team some space. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Power football with the run. Got enough for the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. It's 1st down from their own 23-yard line. Leaves it with the back. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Handoff to the lone back. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Working the middle. Such a big part to convert these 3rd downs, and they got it at the 42. And the Wolverines come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Got his man to the left. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Tight end now in motion. 2nd and 10, he'll throw again. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions have them staring at 3rd and 10. Wants to throw again. Under fire. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
The Wolverines will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the tight end. They'll immediately call timeout. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it... breaks into the open. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for space. It's Lewis. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Out of the gun. The running back has it. And he has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. Snagged in the middle. It's Yates. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his big tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Illinois can be aggressive here on 2nd and short. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down. And it's 3rd down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
He'll start the return inside his 5. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been taking in a magnificent scene there today in Champaign. And this offense has been the story through 2 quarters, extending this lead and really dominating almost every aspect of this game. We're talking lethal efficiency from the O-line right on down to the skill position guys. Although I'd argue those big uglies up front are skilled players in their own right. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Third quarter will get underway as soon as Illinois kicks it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So here comes the Michigan offense, trying to set the tone on the ground in the second half. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half if they keep giving him the football.
Turning it on! And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the left. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
That's a really nice pass. You can see why this guy right here gives the Michigan faithful reason to be optimistic. You know, for years we know Michigan has always been good at running the football, but they've got to be able to throw. They've got to be more consistent making big plays through the air. This guy gives them that chance.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And this offense, man, they talked about it coming out of half. They wanted to get their guy into a rhythm. To do that, man, you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright. He's been hit a lot. He hasn't made that many plays throughout this football game. They got to do a better job of protecting their guy.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Brought down at the 37-yard line, and this defense denies them on third down. Hunt is on its way. He came so close to pinning them deep, but maybe just a little too greedy, trying to get it too close, and it'll come out to the 20. The run to the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one. They're dealing with a second and long.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Good pick up a little bit short of the sticks. Illinois now staring at a third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never forget getting that first career INT, that big play, that big moment.
And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They've punted the last 3 times they've had it, and now really needing to put a score on the board on this possession. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quick handoff. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Give to the running back. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. Defense going all in to stop the run. Barrels ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looking to throw on third and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Michigan.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio State. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Pulls it in. It's Yates. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Quarterback making checks. They'll try to bully their way for the first. That play just got wrecked. 3rd and 1, and they went backwards. Illinois lining up to punt this one away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Got helmets on offense. He'll loft one deep down the left side. He's got it. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. And the Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That pass is incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football. And they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense very lucky to get that football back.
The Wolverines will send out the punt unit. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. Wants to adjust the pattern. And he ends up taking a safety.
And that's exactly what you call complementary football. The punter doing a great job downing the opponent inside their own 5-yard line. Then the defense takes the field and they get the safety. You've got to love that if you're the head coach.
After giving up the safety, they'll have to kick it away. Oh, he's got a chance. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And you want to talk about gang tackling, everybody on the defense run to the ball. And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic with his feet.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And incomplete on the deep ball. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll run play action. Fires to the right. It's caught downfield. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines.
And there's no secret about it. Line up in goal line formation. I'm going to run the ball down your throat. My guys are more physical than you. 6 points on the play.
Incomplete on the 2-point try, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if they get another chance. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. After the touchdown, if they could get this 2, we'll have a tie ball game. Trying to barge their way in. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll give it to the back. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Illinois right back to the line.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal offense.
A costly penalty wipes out that 3rd down conversion, and now they'll back up and try it again. Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. He's going to throw deep right side. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Takes it the other way. And he's brought down, but this interception, a huge play to end this quarter. That's the end of the period. It's Illinois with the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. And the Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1. They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's not even going to make it back to the line of scrimmage as the defense gets big-time penetration. They punt it away on 4th down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Illinois offense returns to the field. The last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have that happen again. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7.
Well, you got to give this offense a ton of credit because normally they've got the lead.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
Now the play fake. Looking to take a shot. Makes a grab on the shot. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
Well, there's no mystery who they're throwing the football to, but defenses still can't find a way to cover this guy. And with that last catch, he now has over 1,500 receiving yards on the season.
The Illini just added to its workload after that last play. It's 2nd and long. Read option, and he'll keep it going left. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in. It's Yates. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Illinois runs the punt unit onto the field. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So here comes the Michigan offense. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, they'll go to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He hurls one deep down the left side. Makes the grab on the big throw. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam, and the defense finally got him. The Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28. Now on first down from the 28. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. The freshman brought down after a really nice run there. And the Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Gaines. Got enough space. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. The give. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. Touchdown, Michigan! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, I love this team's belief in their self. I love the way they responded. Listen, you're playing against a ranked team, a perceived better team. You get down early, but you don't quit, Jesse. You keep fighting, and they took the lead in this football game. You talk about heart and belief, they got it.
You're absolutely right, David. And that's one of the things this coaching staff is always harping on this team about. You play until there's zeros on the clock. You keep fighting. It doesn't matter how much you get down by. You play the next play, and they slowly but surely have scratched and clawed their way right back into this game.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. That's caught. It's Yates. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Working that left side now. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Fighting Illini with options here on 2nd and short. Let's see if he can find some room behind the left tackle. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. On 3rd and short, they'll run the read to the right. They'll get him on the ground, but not before Illinois picks up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wide receiver going in motion. To the ground with the back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Gets the back moving. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And his throw is incomplete. The Fighting Illini facing a 3rd and long to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. flips it out in the flat. They don't get nearly enough on third down. Fourth down coming from the 48. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Rides to back on the option, the give. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Calling a timeout here, you have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Wolverines will line up to punt it away. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Got a man. It's Griffin. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. He'll keep it and run right. That's a fumble. And the offense will maintain possession. Son, that ball must be riveted to your ribcage.
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. Problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Makes the stop at the 49, giving 5 yards on the play and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Makes the grab. And he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got a first down. They're in plus territory, and they've got a chance to win the game. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. It's complete on the right side. He gets it inside the 20 and out of bounds at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Fighting Illini needing to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Gives it on the option. They got 0 push up front, and they stopped him in the backfield. They are running out of time and very little choice. Down 5 late. They'll go for it on 4th down. Unloads it left. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. And that one sails through the back of the end zone. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Well, the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring the touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. He'll take it himself. He will be stopped short. They can't get the two-point conversion, and they're still up by 1 here in the fourth. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. On the run from inside his own 5. And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. To the air on first down. They get to him as he throws. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. They'll go back to the air on second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is.
Illegal forward offense.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get just kind of one stop with this many points being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.